All right. Good morning, RGL chat. Afternoon, evening for some of you. It's morning for me. I got 3.5 hours of sleep. I woke up at 5:30. I am ready to rock and roll. Input about a bunch of caffeine. This is gonna be a caffeine induced Game Boy block. So hope y'all are ready for that one. Right out of the gate here, we're going to do Titus the Fox. You'll notice that there's no music right now because, well, there's no music on the title screen for Titus. A couple things before we dive into Titus the Fox. The big thing here is we're going to be playing on easy mode. Easy mode is significantly slower than hard. Hard mode is about 2 times faster than easy, but we did hard during Retrothon 2021, I believe it was, and we haven't showcased easy yet. So, I don't even have a timer up. That tells you just how tired, how still tired I am. Let's get a timer up too, eh? Get those easy times going. I don't even know where my timer's at. There. The best part about my timer as well too is I still rock the old live split timer from 2017. So there's that going on too. It's pretty awesome. How's everyone's evening? Y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed Dragon Quest 8. I'm Dragon Quest games, man. I like watching them, love watching them actually. But man, kudos to anyone that can memorize. We're doing this on the fly, chat. I'm sorry. But kudos to anyone that can memorize like 8-hour games, because I can barely do 30-minute games. So kudos. Awesome run. Always love watching those types of runs. All right, see there, chat? Easy peasy. As if nothing ever happened. Literal god gamers, just like that. All right. With that, let's get started with Titus in 3, 2, 1. Let's rock and roll. So right away here, we got Titus the Fox. If you don't know who Titus is the mascot for, well, Titus. In this game here, what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be utilizing a lot of shortcuts, because this game is nothing but cryptic nonsense, basically. We're allowed to take 4 hits, I think it is. But hopefully we don't have to get to that point. So there's going to be a lot of smashing start. These balls right here let you bounce higher, but typically for Titus, you can kind of just lobby over certain enemies, because Titus's jump physics are actually pretty floaty. But this box here is probably the most useful item in the entire game. Simply because you can kill enemies with it. And we're going to need to utilize that come a bit later in the game. So we get these bonus stages. After you complete a world, or the 2 stages in that world, you have to do a bonus stage. We don't care about bonus stages at all. So we're going to purposely die on bonus stages, which actually becomes troublesome later on in the game. So here we're going into 2-1. This is probably the second worst stage in the game, simply because there's a lot of backtracking you have to do once you get to the end. This is also the first stage that introduces crawling. And here, if you touch that first square, it triggers that floor to fall away. But if you jump over it, it doesn't trigger the square at all. So it's actually pretty cool there. So here is our first instance of cryptic. where we have to fall onto this floor right here and move forward. If we were to pick up that box and try to jump over the spike pit, there's actually physics in this game where, since Titus is carrying an object, we wouldn't be able to make that pit because Titus would essentially weigh too much to make it over. So here you can see our crawling mechanic here. Alright, we got one more fly to deal with, and we got a skeleton to deal with. See you later, bud. Alright, now we're going to 2-2. 2-2 is a stage you don't want to blink on. So we're going to take this here shortcut. No, this is on regular Game Boy. OG Game Boy. And we're going to take this elevator all the way to the end of the stage. Otherwise, that stage actually, to complete normally, is a nightmare to complete. So, thank goodness for for shortcuts. So here we get, like I said, we don't want to do bonus stages, so we need to figure out ways to die on bonus stages. And this one here, we have to find the first set of spikes and just lay on them until Titus dies. So here we're in level 3. Level 3, this stage, this world kind of sucks in general. But we do get a cool little shortcut here that makes our life a lot easier, where we can just Mario on top of the screen and walk across it. But this is where the game introduces essentially ice physics. You can see the mayonnaise covered platform right there. But here we're going to do some more cryptic nonsense in a Titus game and fall down that hole there. And you can see there that the momentum, the mayonnaise is very sticky. And uh-oh. Nailed it, 10 out of 10. Do you think we need, yeah, we got one more hit we can take. And there's our one hit we can take. Alright, look at that. We got through it without dying. So here we have now water pits. The water itself doesn't hurt you, but the fish that come out of the water obviously do. But we're done with Mayo physics at this point. This stage here is kind of trolly, simply because it shows you the end, but you can't jump to it. See ya, worm. And then, so right up here, you're gonna see the exit to the stage. Right there's the exit to the stage, but you can't jump to it because that'd be way too easy for a Titus game. Instead, we have to go all the way around and climb some ladders. Yeah, this is streamed using the Mister. Worst jump in the game is right there because you don't have any momentum to get to that ladder. So here we're just gonna take a couple damage boosts and just go right through the flies, and we're gonna crawl right to the exit right there. Bonus stage. So this is probably the second worst bonus stage in the game, where we just need to go into this pit right here. And even though the pit is really quick to get to, you have to wait for Titus to fall through the entire stage before you can go through, and this stage is rather, well, vertically long, so... Level 4, so this is where the game really kicks it up in difficulty, especially casually. World 4 is probably the world that I got stuck in the longest for my casual playthrough of this game. And the reason that is because of 4-2. So 4-2 coming up is probably the worst stage in terms of being cryptic. So here we want to try and not take as hardly any damage if we can, if possible. So here's our first use of the bouncy ball. And we're going to try and do a little glitch on a corner here. Good hitboxes there, Scorpion. So if we can line this ball up to the edge of that platform, we only have to do 2 jumps, but we didn't get it, so we had to do 3. Could have saved time. That jump right there, dude. Just someone call Mario and tell him how it's done right there. So here we gotta go across top. So this is the worst part of, in my opinion, the game / stage, is if we fall at any point in this upper part here, we descend all the way back down to the bottom of the screen, and we have to do that whole climb over again. It's pretty brutal. Here comes the world's fastest Scorpion, followed by the world's slowest Scorpion. There we go. 4-2. 4-2. This stage is where nightmares come to be real life. So here what we're going to do is that we need to sink ourselves into the floor to activate a secret wall, to then essentially activate a secret ladder. And this is all game design planned, by the way. This is not shortcuts. This is not unintended routing. This is actually how this stage was supposed to be played out. So we need to go into the floor, which we just did. Now we gotta take out a skeleton and 2 flies. And then here is the most cryptic part of Titus the Fox on Game Boy. You jump into this wall to activate a ladder. And this is the only way to get to the end of this stage. That stage alone took me about an hour and a half to figure out casually. Congratulations, you now know how to beat Titus the Fox Game Boy just simply by watching that. So this is the last bonus stage that we can kill ourselves on. Because the next bonus stage we don't get that luxury. But it is quick, so. Alright, now we're going into level 5. Now we are in the desert, I guess. This stage here, again, hope you like cryptic stuff. So we're going to take this ball and run with it. And we're going to get to a certain point of the stage where we just need to jump into thin air and a ladder is just going to magically appear. It's going to be fantastic. And it's actually right here. So, hope you know that there was supposed to be a ladder right there, by the way. And with that, we're going to put our ball right here. And we're going to go back down and grab our second ball. Go back up the ladder again. Because there's 2 platforms we have to big jump off of to get to the end here. So we got a triple jump there, and there's the ending. All right, looks like we're back up and running. Sorry about that, everyone. We well, not we. I lost internet, so we had some technical issues happening there, obviously. But it looks like we're back up. I'm really tired of listening to this song. Been listening to it for like the last couple minutes, so yeah. I even paused it so y'all didn't miss the ending to Titus the Fox. So hopefully we don't have any more technical issues the rest of the marathon. But here we go, bonus stage of World 2. Or World 5 rather. I don't even know what world we're on anymore. And the timer stopped working too along the way. So we're just gonna push through. We got one more world left. Let's just get through Titus here and just get out of this game as fast as possible. So here, there is no way to die in the World 5 bonus stage. We're just gonna run to the end. That's covered up by the timer at the very end there. This is a world record run now because the timer does say 0-0. So now we're on World 6, which is basically a reprint of World 1 with slightly cooler looking enemies, honestly. So here what we're going to do is this, we're going to go past this first house here, but we will eventually need to scale the second house. The old route used to take this ball right here and do that, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to take this route here, take a bump by the dog, jump over the bottle kid, and get to the end. All right. 6-2. We already messed up the pattern, but let's see if we can glitch the corner. We got it. Wait for the next bottle to get thrown out. Yeah, wait for McGruff here to go through. We need to make sure that we have at least one hit available for us at the very end, because we do need to take a damage boost to get to the end at the end of the stage here. The scariest jump in the game right there. And here we got another bottle kid we need to jump over. All right. Second scariest jump in the game, and then the final jump of the game. So here we'll have to take a damage boost to this kid here, and that's Titus the Fox. There we go. We finished it. See, I didn't want y'all to miss this good ending right here. Worth it, right? We saved our girlfriend. All right, and have some credits while we're at it too. All right, and we'll take another quick short break. I'll be back again with Shaq Fu on the Game Boy, so definitely stay tuned for that.